What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. Today I'm getting the car detailed, the C63. The detailer was supposed to come to my house, but one of my childhood friends, he lives near me too. He's into cars and stuff too. And I wanted to touch on the subject of some questions about, another video I did with the entrepreneurship and what people do for their different businesses. So I thought we'd combine it all, get the cars detailed, get the C63 cleaned. He has a Lambo, a Huracán, and a S63. We'll get those cars detailed. We'll have a chit chat about what the entrepreneurs do for a living in terms of what type of businesses they are. And the C63 really does need a lot of TLC. So by that, and the detailer, which I'll introduce you guys, he'll clean up all this Alcantara, all the mats, the seats, just over winter, and the grime. It just takes a toll on the whole car, and then it needs to be cleaned. We're gonna touch on some subjects about entrepreneurs in our group and what type of business they're in, because this was a requested subject that people wanted to hear about. So we'll go in depth with my friend who's also in the real estate business. He's on the mortgages side, and I'll sit down with him and we'll have a chat, quick 5-10 minute chat about what we saw or have seen these people succeed in, and what type of entrepreneur businesses they are in, and then what type of entrepreneurship or business or whatnot somebody that's young can get into with a small overhang, I guess, and not a lot of money, and how you can scale it and turn it into something else. So yeah, I'm just headed there. These speed bumps are super annoying. I don't understand the concept of why speed bumps are installed on these roads like there's craziness going on. I understand people speed, but like, if installing 6 speed bumps in the span of like 500 meters makes no sense to me. You're not gonna go any faster if you install 3. So I don't know why they install 5-6 speed bumps. It's just a new thing that's happening in the city, and I'm not a big fan. I'm not gonna show too much at this friend's house because obviously he's a pussy. Just kidding. but this is his S63. It's a 2015, right? No, 17. 17. His daily driver, winter beater. So he's beating this thing around.
Look what happened over the winter time here.
And then obviously he destroyed.
One day I was driving on the 401.
No.
Yeah, bro, I gotta replace this thing, man. I got fucked.
Yo, you know what you can do?
No, I was driving behind a truck one day on the 401, a massive stone. I heard it. I was in the driver's seat there.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what did it hit? What did it hit? What did it hit? Because it was really loud. This whole thing shattered on impact.
That's crazy.
Shattered. So I gotta replace it.
Yo, but you know what you can do, right? You can do like a vinyl wrap on it. So
I'm thinking about that.
Because a lot of people do that. So
or replace it.
Yeah. So anyways, are we taking the Lambo out today or? Okay, and we'll show you guys his Lambo season opener, whatever you guys classify it as. All right, so this is the, you could say the state of this guy's garage. He's got some really nice lighting at the top, but he definitely is parking the car here. Oh, you got your wing fixed, eh? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, we're gonna clean up the garage as well too, and then we're gonna take his Lambo cover off and get the Lambo out. He has a Huracán Dash 2. It's Cepheus blue with a Cepheus blue interior. He lives near me, and he's a childhood friend, so we grew up kind of doing car stuff together, and now we're doing bigger and better things. For cars, for us, have just always been just a passion, so that's all it really is. Cepheus blue, bro.
Cepheus blue.
Shit, man. So usually people warm up their cars and full send it. This is the type of guy to warm up his car after full sending it. So this is the type of situation that goes on with this car. First start off for the Lambo. We call it the Smurf. Let's give this a start up. All right, Ben. Make sure the valves are closed. way. That was a loud startup. Gonna move the car onto the driveway. We're gonna go get some food. The detailer is still on his way, and we'll talk about the topic that we're really gonna discuss. All right, so I told you this is the type of guy to put the heat up, but leave the windows down. This is the type of guy.
Out the mud, brother. This is how I pictured it when I was a child.
Out the mud. Yo, somebody has
This is my boy.
a plate, right? Out the mud? Yeah, that's a sick plate.
It's on a Huracán.
Yeah, that's a sick plate. I like it. All right. Well, we're here to get some food, and then when we sit down, we'll talk about the topic that I have stirred up. So we're here to eat jerk chicken because this is what the Lambo owner wanted, the jerk chicken. I don't know what it was, but this is called Onyx Sports Bar and Grill, and he said it's the best jerk chicken, so let's see. All right, so the oil's warmed up. Jesus. Take it easy, bro. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. The brakes are working. The brakes are working. Oh, God. So, yo, you got an Arbitrix exhaust on this, right?
No, FI.
FI.
Full valve.
Full valve.
I believe it's full titanium. I can't remember.
Full titanium, full valved, full Gucci slap.
Yeah, I got the flare tips on it.
Flare tips, the fuckboy style.
The fuckboy tips. That, to be honest, is one of my favorite things.
Oh, man. Car pulls, though.
I'm not giving it too much because it's still spring.
Yeah, I know.
And
It's
the tires are not,
Yeah, I'm trying to go home in one piece, man.
I don't want to go in the ditch just yet.
Alright, so put the window up in. Let's talk to these guys. Turn the valves off.
Turn the valves off.
Alright, the valves are off. Valves are off. Alright, so it's on quiet mode.
We even have the efficient on and off.
Efficient on and off. There you go. Yeah, auto on and off.
Oh,
yeah. Regulations.
For gas savings.
Yeah.
Because times are hard.
Yeah, that button's never really working, but
I always turn it off.
Yeah.
This is my favorite mode to turn off. But the fact that the car came with this, I was very surprised.
All right, so you guys asked me last video to talk about what entrepreneurs are doing in the actual clubs that we're a part of, business-wise, in terms of like what their businesses are. So I'm gonna talk to you with my friend here because we're both in the real estate business and he's in the mortgage business or real estate business as well. And then we're kind of like, from an outsider in perspective, we're looking at it, okay, how are these guys making their money? Okay, some of the young guys that are in these clubs, what do you think? How do you think they've scaled some of their money?
Well, I'll tell you, like, I'm born in 1993, so that makes me, I'll be 32 as you are too.
Yeah,
we'll be 30. You turn 32 in a week. I turn 32 in like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
So our generation is a little different because we're kind of in the middle of, I believe, when real technological change came. Some of my guys that are younger than me, like, in their early 20s, who are doing very well, a lot of them are in businesses such as like certain sectors of cryptocurrency, e-commerce, a lot of online-based marketing.
Exactly.
I'll be honest with you, I don't mean to sound like a dinosaur. I don't think I'm a dinosaur. But when we were growing up, I don't think that we had the tools and the technology available to understand those kinds of businesses. But now, like, I'll give you an example. I was with one of my good buddies last night. He's 24 years old, okay? Does very well. And you talk to him about real estate, he understands it a little bit, but not really. But you talk to him about cryptocurrency, the man knows everything inside out. And he's made a lot of money doing it.
But I'm gonna tell you,
look at this.
Of entrepreneurship. No idea, bro.
But making
videos of us. So I'm gonna tell you about entrepreneurship in a way where, okay, the online stuff there's crypto, there's online services, there's social media marketing, there's web development. So these are the online things that I've seen people make money in. But for the young guys and girls that are looking to get into something that is a little bit more hands-on, what I've noticed is some of the people that have made it are always in some sort of service industry. So they're servicing people and they're servicing at a cost that allows people to book them, but they have the ability to leverage other businesses for the same work. So what that means is, one guy is running a service business. He makes the friendships with similar businesses. Let's say he knows 6 other businesses that do the same thing. And I've noticed that they're not really scaling right away, but what they're doing is they're utilizing the 6 friendships they've made in the same field to attain more business, because everybody eats a cut out of that. And so first lesson is, don't bite your own industry. There's no competition. If you work with your industry, service-based, whatever it may be, you can actually make more money. Because I've seen these guys, some of them being in the same field of work, working together, and a lot of the consumers don't actually realize that the service or the product that they're getting is from another company if the actual service or product is either booked or not available from the initial company. So a lot of outsourcing, and so make your friends through outsourcing as well with your competitors. You know, there's no competition, and I think you should definitely keep friends in the same line of business, because you can understand that too, right? Even in the mortgage stuff, the real estate stuff. I'll give you a prime
example. Like, I started my days off as a mortgage broker, and you know, I didn't always, I'm a pretty chatty guy. Like, you know, I'm a kind of guy, you put me in a room, I'll be friends with everybody. I'm like a chameleon. I can get along with anyone. So, you know, naturally going to industry events and meeting people my age or people younger than me who knew who I was and I was doing well, you know, they aspired to, you know, get to know me. And I never turned anybody down. I always say hi to whoever you are. And I'll give you an example how that pays off later on. You know, as years go by, I had a friend that was a mortgage broker that specialized in farm lending. And I'll be truthful with you, I don't do a whole lot of farm lending. Guess what I did when that farm lending deal came up that I didn't really know what to do at the time? I picked up the phone and called him. Although he's a competitor, but guess what? We shared a piece of the pie. The deal got done. He made money, I made money, and it goes vice versa. So we do a lot of private lending. I have some guys that specialize only in banks, and when they hit a private lending deal that they can't do, who do you think they call? They call me. So although they are my competition, but in reality, we're in the same industry. We have respect for each other and each other's niches and profession and what we do every day. And at the end of the day, you know, it's your interpretation of what you want to do with that. So although yes, they're competitors, but you know, it's how you put a spin and interpret it and make a move from there.
Yeah, and so now if you're young and you're looking to get into something that has less overhang, great examples of service-based industries. Just an example, I'm not saying you should go do this, because obviously you need some sort of niche you need to be passionate about, but you also need to be really stubborn on learning. So you need to understand the demographic of who's going to use the product or service, and then you need to understand how you're going to scale it. So let's say you're starting a business that has something to do with, I don't know, like okay, I'll give you an example. Snow clearing, right? So let's say you take you and your you know, your friend or whatever, and you guys start clearing driveways off of people's like, you know, you contract out 10 people throughout the winter for $1,000 for the winter. So it means anytime it snows, your snow will be cleared. It's like a small little contract. At the end of the day, you're gonna outscale that. If you get 20 people, you're not gonna be able to handle it with 2 people. Now, what are you gonna do? If you want to make more money, you have to find somebody that can do that same work. You can pay them, even, let's say you're charging $1,000 from your client and pay them $500. At the end of the day, you've made your $500 from the same amount of effort. So physical effort all the time isn't what's going to make you money. A lot of people make the mistake of hourly jobs that pay you on like an hourly basis are not ever going to get you to a position where you are comfortable, because they're gonna pay your bills. Sure, it's good to have, because for me, not him, he's not about it, but for me, I love having a 9-to-5. Why? It keeps me grounded, keeps me in my field, keeps me working, and just keeps me, you know, feeling motivated to just get up and do things while I have my business on the side. But I've seen people in our group scale their businesses from nothing. So people have started auto dealerships just by attaining their license. People have started cleaning businesses and then picked up big commercial contracts. People have started multimedia companies within our own group and then expanded from word of mouth. So these are all little things that you can do that are service-based, that will net you a higher return right away than to actually go find yourself you know, a $30-40 an hour job, because ultimately that's just going to be a 9-to-5. The best of both worlds would be is you working extra hard on the side time of your 9-to-5 initially, making that connection, making the, you know, the affiliation in the field you're trying to pick up. It could be anything, guys. It's just about volume. So if you sell an item for $5 and you sell 1,000 of them, you'll make still enough income on the side in the beginning. So sales, there's a couple of people in our group that have done, you could say, what do they call it? The Amazon FBA, or yeah, like the drop shipping. Some of those guys are doing that. Some of them are specializing in products that are basically coming over from overseas, but they are going back and forth and specializing in, you could say, making that product, I guess, a niche item. So in the automotive industry, we have some friends in our group that are silent partners in certain big automotive companies that you guys use parts for. And what they do is their job is to just find the parts, the source, and then bring that over here, add their margin after the duties and taxes and shipment, etc. So initially, low overhang ones, low overhang success is gonna come from service-based stuff, because you're providing a service and you might not need as much. And then as you get expanding with your business, you can start adding the circle together, or getting the money, bringing that money together to do something bigger, you know, invest into something bigger, a warehouse or whatnot, and, you know, housing some sort of stock for some supplier. It's the stuff that you think, like, who's doing this, that's actually making people money. So for us, he's scaling from the mortgage side now to commercial.
Yeah, so I started off as a mortgage broker. Did pretty well at it, humbly speaking. I like what you're saying, word of mouth. I was never one to really advertise in the open space to open consumers. It was, like you said, service-based industry, just doing good work. You know, word of mouth, good referral sources. You know, lean, mean business. You know, I operated from home. I still operate from home. Had a home office. Sometimes, you know, I'll jump out to meet VIP clients. Long story short, fast forward a couple of years, I got into private lending, started lending our own funds, other investor funds. And then from there, along the way of all of this, you know, buying multiple residential properties, started doing pretty well at that. I bought them a while back, so obviously good equity, good cash flow now. Years have gone by. And now we're getting into commercial, as you mentioned. So now our latest venture is I have a partner, and him and I are expanding quite aggressively into the multifamily space. So we're doing a lot of multifamily, like I'm talking at least 12 units, so over 12 units, and trying to expand that pretty aggressively. He's also a fellow investor, so you know, long story
just basically he's scaling the business.
Exactly. That's a much more scalable business,
exactly.
a multifamily as an example, than me scaling my mortgage business.
Exactly.
Where people are dependent on the service that I provide as an individual.
Yes.
Right. So we switch that way because the nature of the business being very scalable, and you know, you're essentially an investor now, and you know, you have power by the pen, and you have a team of people, and you're running a real business, right?
But for a fun fact, before I go in and I'll introduce you guys to detailers, because they're detailing the cars. We started off our journey and careers in completely different paths, but at the same age. And it's pretty cool to see, you know, 10, 11 years later, what we've learned. Now we're utilizing that. And as much as people show on social media success, we've had our failures, we've had our learning lessons, we've had our pains, we've had our growth. And I want to let you guys know, especially the people that are really young and watching, that if you try something, you have to just go for it. There's no, you can think about a million things, but
whatever it is, just go for it. Go for it and dive into the deep end.
Look at me. You know, at this age, I'm doing YouTube, and it's not to I don't know where this is gonna lead, but ultimately I'm trying something new. So you guys need to know that anybody that's right now in our life successful in front of you has been there trying 10 different times to finally land on one thing.
Yes.
Right? So for all the young guys or girls that look into all these people online that are successful, they didn't have success on the easy path always, right? So even people that have come from family money, at the end of the day, you have to put use to your family money. Yes. Your family money will run out if you don't understand what you're doing with it, right? So there's components of understanding that. So I hope you guys understand that we're actually beginning our journey now. at this age where we have to climb the mountain even further. And it may not look like it sometimes on a social media platform, but trust me, we're normal people who started at a certain time in our life and just stuck to it and expanded it, learned, met new people, didn't give up, and we utilized whatever we had. If you're blessed to have some sort of support from family, use it wisely, put it different places, and go at your own pace. You don't need to compare yourself to anybody. You don't need to compare yourself to your neighbor, your front neighbor, your cousin. It doesn't matter. Every single person has a story that is written for them that they can change, but it's already written the way it's gonna be. And so what you're doing is you're gonna maybe elevate that story. You're gonna bring that story and make the pitch a little bit higher. So I hope you guys understand that this is the reason why I always keep saying this online. Just do it. Just go and do it, because that's what we did. We used to sit at university. We just got to it. He got his mortgage license. At that time, I got into a 9-to-5 that helped me kind of actually grow into what I wanted to do for my post-grad. I did my post-grad in what I wanted to do in urban planning, and then that led me to the real estate side. So see how I kind of ended up in the route that I was meant to be, and complete different paths, guys. So there is no judgment. Never be worried about what you are doing and how you're doing it. It's just make sure you do it, you learn from it. If you make a mistake, correct the mistake and go forward. So now I'm going to introduce you guys to the detail guys, because they're also hustling, and I want him to scale. So yeah, all right, let's go introduce us. All right, so these guys, North Detailing, he started off, as I was telling you guys, literally from the back of a little van truck, has expanded now to like a big trailer. They do cars, trucks, bikes, boats. That's his number. He's the one that details all the cars for us. And I mean, I like finding good people, good young people who hustle hard. I mean, I'm trying to give my business to the people that are obviously referrals, but this is his little setup. This is the little pump. Oh, thanks for turning it off. Thanks for turning it off. All right, man, I'm gonna introduce you to the vlog. Introduce yourself, give yourself the 1 minute, 2 minutes of whatever you'd like to say.
Yeah, so my name is Amrit. I'm the owner of North Detailing. Been doing this for almost 6 years now.
Perfect.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nah, man, I'm gonna now, guys, lesson being taught of what to do on camera. And okay, name.
Okay, my name is Amrit.
Okay, 6 years as a business.
Yeah.
Okay, services you provide.
So we do interior, exterior. We do ceramic coating, polishing, pretty much everything.
Okay, what makes you different than the next guy?
We're mobile.
Exactly.
That's a big thing.
Big thing. Second thing.
We bring water, electricity with us. So we could be like anywhere.
Anywhere. Okay, now I'm gonna teach you what to say next, because obviously he's getting a little nervous on camera. Not really, but I'm gonna teach him something. So when I say, what service do you provide and what makes you different from the other guy, he's gonna say, obviously we're mobile, but I'm very attentive, and I key to details, which he does. He obviously doesn't know how to say it on camera, but hey man, what's good on, bro? Sorry, I'll introduce you to North Detailing Department. I really like that, bro. That's
thank you.
See, look at that. That's creative, and he's creative, right? So anyways, I just want to introduce you guys, give you an example. I'm actually making a video about all the entrepreneurs and what they do as a business and how they're scaling it. So I'm just using him as an example of starting from a small, like a truck, to now a big.
I started from the garage. That's what
I'm saying. So there you go.
For 2 years, and then I took the hit, bought the trailer and truck, and then it got better,
Gotcha. And as I told you guys before, competition should be healthy. So
we don't have competition here.
Exactly.
We keep it friendly everywhere.
What I mean, that's exactly what I just said in the car. Is that everyone in the same field as you should be friends. So make sure you guys all work with each other. Make sure you guys understand that scaling into bigger contracts requires more than one person, and that's a really big tip I'm giving you guys. And I don't know if you want to introduce yourself. You want to be on camera or no? Okay, all right, bro. I gotta keep this guy's address out there.
My name is Gunnar. I've been helping out Omra Detailing Ever since he went mobile, I've been going with him and help him out because I also do detailing myself.
Perfect.
But I do it at home, right? Because I'm not old enough to drive, so I can't really go to public. So Omer helps me, takes me with him.
Amazing.
And, I learn from him.
Perfect. Yeah, there you go, guys. So I hope you guys learned something from that. These guys are hustlers, man. So they always detail our cars and stuff. Just getting the C63 done. As you guys already know, the R8's kind of, missing right now in action. So then we got this guy's Lambo just sitting here, which will get detailed next because he doesn't care and he gets haircuts in there. So that's his ordeal. What's in this sauce, bro?
Secret, bro.
Secret sauce, eh?
A secret sauce.
Look at that. Pre-rinse.
So we knock out all the brake dust that's already on there.
All right.
And we do it to all the wheels, and we also have our foam pre-wash as well.
Okay.
To break down all the dirt.
And you get it inside the barrels and shit, right?
Yeah, then we go our contact using the tools and everything as well.
I'll be honest, I haven't cleaned these wheels all winter, so they've just gone through, as I said, the touchless car wash. And then my wife went to hit a pothole, so I had to get a tire.
I hit a pothole just...
Yeah, bro, the potholes this season are so bad. Like, I just put this car in the garage after that day because I got the tire switched out that day. So yeah, so pre-rinse, the soap, then the little brushes, right? Cool. Look at that, yo. They sprayed a bunch of shit in there and all of a sudden the rims look like they're brand new, yo. That's wild. Crazy. You got like an electric pump?
Sorry?
You got like an electric pump?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. So what's the big yellow thing for then?
That's the generator.
Oh,
that's the noisy thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm learning, guys. I'm gonna start my own detailing business. V10. No, actually not V10. Let's not bring back old memories. Panda Detail. You know, when I was 16 years old, I thought about opening up a detail business.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never did it because this fucking guy's like, don't do it. Right, buddy?
What?
What are you doing? Soaking up the sun?
Yeah, bro, that's good.
Finishing up, looking crisp, looking nice. Look at that steering wheel cover. I'm probably gonna drive it home like that. Smells
air
nice.
freshener too.
Air freshener. Oh man, look at that air freshener, bro.
The small touches.
It's a small detail, as I said. That's it. Great. I appreciate it, man. The car needed the work, bro. You can do this stuff as much as you like, but if you're a professional, you know where to look for and where to clean to just get it right. So that's why. And yeah, he's still standing here, so it's okay. And yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. We'll talk a little bit more in a bit, but peace. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment. All right, guys, see you next time.